What difference will it make if Pogba leaves for Real Madrid? Paul Pogba, one of the greatest midfielders in the Premier League today, and the world at large, is set to leave Manchester United in this winter transfer window, to possibly Real Madrid. Will it be a good deal for both team and Pogba himself? What impact will it make in respective squads? Before we continue, please subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified when we upload new videos. Paul Pogba, born on March 15, 1993, was bought from Juventus to Manchester United in 2016 under Jose Mourinho. Pogba is a great player, and with that an ability to change pace quickly. Despite his large frame, Pogba is a great handler of the ball, creative and passes with great accuracy, and also can make a killer shot from distance. He was the highest scoring central midfielder with 13 goals in the Premier League 2018-2019 season. He also registered 9 assists as well. He made 34 starts in the Premier League in the season and came off the bench on one more occasion. The Frenchman was the creator-in-chief for Manchester United in the 2018-19 season. His form dropped in the midst of the managerial turmoil in the middle of the season during the last phase of Mourinho's reign. However, he gained back his form when Solskjaer arrived, and the Frenchman played some of his best football in the first 3 months of Solskjaer's reign. He has overall played 97 games so far and returned to Old Trafford with 24 goals, 7 from penalties and 25 goal assists. He is the only player that in Man United team the player with both foot. For us to determine the impact of his absence in Manchester United, it will be important to discuss the reason why he was bought at that costly fee. Apparently the main reason for his purchase was to replace aging Michael Carrick and to solidify the midfield of the United squad. But it was later revealed by Mourinho's friend Eladio Parames, that the manager at the time was not in support of the purchase, but the management bought him solely for commercial reasons. And that the football club recouped the £89 million fee in 6 months. What impact will he make if he continues to play for Man United? Pogba, for example, is worth a lot in the advertising market, so much so that in just 6 months Manchester United had already recovered what they had invested in him. Pogba has been on long-term injury over months, then Solskjaer has managed to build a team that is picking up in his absence. In fact, looking at the current situation at Manchester United, it will be a good deal for them. And the stability of the team still will remain intact. Fred is fitting in his role at the moment, and Scott McTominay is doing well too. Andreas Pereira in the 10 role is also doing a fantastic job. What Manchester United need is to get a backup for these 3 midfielders. So when he come back from injury, although he will be the favorite to start matches, because of stardom and his price tag, however, what Manchester United really needs is to build a winning team, not necessary stardoms per se. So if these 3 midfielders continue to have the opportunity to play, and build a connection between them, Pogba's absence won't be felt. Secondly, Solskjaer looks like a manager, who is much interested in building what he has, especially young talents, and gives them an opportunity to shine. A clear example, he refusing to find Lukaku's replacement, but rather giving Greenwood the green light to join the main squad. Although it can be argued that such a decision was a bit dicey, because it has been obvious that the United main worry is strikers' efficiency. However, it should be also noted that the experienced ones keeps growing older, and there would be the need to replace them as time goes on, so that building the young ones to replace them is thinking ahead. Furthermore, Pogba always has one thing constant in his career, that is lack of discipline on the field. He is highly susceptible to getting a card, and doesn't usually behave in the nicest fashion. He is criticized by football pundits due to his behavior and unruly character. Comparing the France midfielder to former Liverpool and Manchester City striker Mario Balotelli, Parames wrote in his column for Portuguese newspaper Record, "It's no coincidence that both have already been severely criticized by several coaches." Pogba has been seen creating links with Zidane, and he is looking over the walls of the Manchester United. But the issue is bringing in Pogba means someone must head out the door. Madrid shouldn't be adverse to change, but the shake-up that would ensue to bring in Pogba seems to be a little outlandish. In addition, Florentino Perez would most likely need to restructure his wages to pay the reported £290,000 Pogba receives weekly from his current employers, which makes him the second highest player at the club, only behind David De Gea. Bringing the Frenchman to the capital could also mean a wasted investment in others currently on the team. Take for example Brahim Diaz, who has spent less than a year with Real Madrid, coming from Manchester City in the January transfer window for a reported €17 million. Well, Florentino Perez says he is not ready to spend more in January, and looks like he wants to get him a bit cheaper. But the problem is Pogba's contracts end in 2021. Can Real Madrid wait one more year to get him for free at the age of 28 years? Leave your comments below.